Welcome to the Double E Show. Bad strategy, horribly simulated. What's going on, everybody? Jibba73 back with the Double E Show. It's Art of Murder, Cards of Destiny. So when we left off in the last episode, we had talked to Aaron, the man that was down by the bar, about his sister being Mama, the one that runs the boat. Now, Aaron said if he could get his mojo back, he would probably be able to help her, Nicole get the boat. So she's going to go back to the sheriff's office, and she's going to try to find his mojo. Quicker. All right. So let's see here. We've got the sheriff's desk. Let's take a quick peek here. See if there's anything on it. Anything? Box with documentation.
Let me guess. The deadline was yesterday.
Okay, that's it there, right? Yeah, that's all there is there. Okay, so let's come back out here, and the next thing was over here, the cabinet. Ah, that looks like a mojo bag.
I can see a bag behind the glass.
Right? And then we've got a nail right here. Okay.
The door's locked. The cabinet's locked.
Okay, let's see if we can pry this glass out. I can.
This spiral tube was at the top. I'll ask Aaron. Maybe he needs it.
Okay.
A small bag tied with a string. Is it really the mojo?
Okay. Right on. So we've got...
I wonder what's inside. Let's see. Or not. The spirits might rat on me to Aaron, and nothing will come of the exchange.
Right? There's all kinds of stuff written on it. Okay, very good. And then we've got this copper tube. Okay. Now what? You put the pane back, right? Okay. All right, the nail's back in place. Good. Okay, so we have everything we're supposed to have. Let's go see Aaron.
Your mojo. Here you are.
Much better now. Much better with my mojo.
Right?
Glad to hear that.
You go there.
What about you?
I ain't got a chance today anyway. When she is singing, no, that's a different story.
You'll fix me a boat?
Do something for me. I got them beautiful chickens here straight from the store. Just don't tell nothing to the sheriff.
Sure thing.
Okay.
I've found this tube in the bag.
Not my mojo, that for sure. But it's good you brought it.
What do you use it for?
Use it right. Just a fish in my equipment.
You're setting up a lab?
Them spirits told me too much fruit is wasted. Whole crates dumped.
What a terrible waste.
Exactly. And you could ferment in it and then purify it. You know what? Take it to the cabin as you go, huh?
Fine.
Okay.
What do I do with the chickens?
Shh. Take them and feed them to the spirits. You know how to do that.
Nah, not really.
There, by the cabin. Water's burning. Blue flames. It's them. You just stand there. Take a breath and call. Tell them it's from Aaron. Call 3 times and throw them.
3 times?
And then tell them I don't want no strangers here. No strangers. No swanky whiteys in them elegant clothes. No them lawyers. The spirits will protect me. I won't give it away. Won't give the steamer away.
Okay.
Aaron, calm down. Now you'll just bore them spirits with this talking.
See you, Aaron.
May the spirits protect you.
Okay, now let's talk to Mama.
What about him?
He get over it. He just a rockin' a bit, that's all. But let's go to the side or he never calm down.
Poor man.
He better now.
You're gonna leave him like that?
Nah, I gotta take him back home. He too excited today. All evening ruining. Good I ain't singing tonight.
Right on.
Too bad your boat's broken.
Frankly, not very much so.
So maybe you could rent it to me after all.
You do me a favor?
Sure.
I promised that guy I'd take him back. You just need to do that yourself.
Fine. How do I get there?
Oh, that's easy. First you're sailing north with the current till you see a huge tree knocked over into the water on your right. Now you turn that way. Then you'll see a little island with wild geese that are gonna raise from the ground. You following?
Of course.
They're always flying in one direction, so you follow them. And on your left, there's a canal among them fields. And then a mangrove forest. In the forest, you turn left, next to the bridge that come down, and then once right, and twice left. You remember?
Yeah, and there I find the cabin?
Almost. You just need to sail under the bridge. But this time, it's a drawbridge, and you be careful. There's a fork behind the bridge. 3 arms. You take not the first on the left, but the first on the right. You remember now?
First on the right.
If you get confused, some fellas fish from time to time by the correct river arm. But I don't know if they're fishing today. And from there, it's just straight.
Thank God.
Yeah, but you'd be careful not to sail to the end of the lake, you know. The one with them alligators. 'Cause there's a trunk under the surface, and you'll just tip over.
So, what do I do?
On the left, there'd be an overgrown canal. You'll notice a different color of them things. You don't hurry up, though. You'll get there at dusk and see nothing.
How long is it going to take?
About an hour from here.
So the cabin's going to be right behind this lake?
A stone's throw. You just be careful in one place, where the tree bent down to the water. As I was on my way back today, I hardly squeezed, and it sank even lower.
Gosh.
Don't get off the boat there, God forbid. You better return and turn left by that bridge, the first one.
No, that's fine. I'll manage somehow.
Good, though the second route is almost as easy. You know how to steer it? The lever's for them rudders, and the gas is like in a car. And don't you venture into the swamps. It just seems that you can sail this boat any place.
I'll cope with that. So, how much?
If you can bring them back by nightfall, I'll charge you only for the fuel.
See you in the evening then.
Go now.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay. So now we've got the packaged poultry, copper tube, map of Louisiana, scissors, tape, postcard. Okay, let's take a look at this.
It looks like rubber. I don't really know if the spirits will be tempted. I was supposed to feed it to the swamp spirits.
What just happened there? Yeah. Come on. Okay, let's come down to the boat.
The boat looks quite okay, but I need to check the rudders.
Okay, that's a rudder lever.
The movement of the lever should easily affect the rudders.
Okay, it's not. Okay.
Not good. The rudders aren't working.
Okay, so what do we got down here? Box, steering system.
I hope I can find something useful in this box.
Okay. We got a funnel, brake fluid, Seems like everything in the box. Steering
Not
system.
everything's fine inside. The tube that transfers the lever's movements onto the rudders looks leaky.
Yep. Okay.
Not gonna happen. These items don't match.
Okay. I need to patch that hole. So let me take this and that. Got a piece of adhesive tape.
Great! I managed to tape the tube.
Right on. Now let's get some fluid in the line.
The funnel's too big.
Okay. Don't ask me why I thought of that, but I figured
Now there's enough fluid in the steering system.
if that's too big, then that would work. Okay. That it? I think that's it. Now let's... Looks like it works.
I was lucky to get here. I'm almost out of fuel. I don't know how this woman imagined me coming back.
Right, maybe she didn't. Okay, where are we at? So, mangrove forest. That looked like...
A mangrove forest. This place is magical.
Yeah, there's swamp gases coming up. Okay, that's a cabin. Drawbridge steamer. Okay. Okay, so, let me see. We have to do something with this chicken, right? Yeah, look, swamp gas is coming up. Very cool. Let's see what we have to do with the chicken here. We gotta give the chicken to the spirits. Okay, so let's check the boat here, because...
The fuel's run out. There's no way to get back to town.
Right, okay. So what else?
The fuel's run out.
All right, got that. Pier left. What is that?
The petroleum is trickling and making slicks on the water surface.
Okay.
A piece of wire wrapped around a post. At the moment, this wire will only get in my way.
Okay, I see that. Okay. All right. All right. Okay.
The drawbridge is up.
Right. Okay, so I can't go that way. Let's go up to the cabin for now. We'll see what happens here.
There's a light in the cabin. I should get in and talk to the stranger, but carefully.
Okay. So, go up on the porch. Well done. Couldn't handcuff him inside?
Well, that was necessary.
Name.
Arthur. Ow! Blake!
So, what are you doing here, Mr. Ouch?
Yeah, very funny. I was feasting my eyes on the surroundings until you... Why did you hit me like that?
You were reaching for the drawer. I couldn't risk it.
You nearly frightened me to death. You kill many people this way?
My, that was rude. Your profession?
I'm a writer. It means I write books, in case you're wondering.
Very funny. Where do you live?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania? How did you get here?
By plane, I rented a car in New Orleans.
How old are you?
40.
Have you got any ID to confirm this?
No. It's still a free country, isn't it?
Oh, he's one of them.
All right, let's start from the beginning. What are you doing here?
I didn't break in, damn it. This cabin's for sale.
And you want to buy this shack?
Yes, the shack, the swamp, and the steamer, along with the alligators, and they promised me the wandering spirits floating above the water as a bonus.
Who? Who promised?
Prescott, Crosby, and Moreau, from New Orleans.
The owners?
Agents. I have an appointment here.
With which one?
Neither. His name's Turner. He's an employee.
This doesn't add up. I don't believe you're gonna look around the area in the dark.
I've already looked around. He was gonna take me back to town.
When?
He's late.
Right. Maybe you are a writer, because it all sounds like some fiction to me.
Ask the sheriff. I talked to him this morning.
The sheriff hasn't seen any visitors in town today. And you are a visitor, aren't you?
You're bluffing. I did visit him, and I left the transaction papers in the car not far from his office.
We'll check it.
If you don't let me go now, you'll have to apologize to me.
Stop fooling yourself.
I left my notebook there in the kitchen. I hope I can take it.
Is it so precious?
My notes are in it. I use them for work. So, can I?
Tell me, what does this Turner look like?
Not very distinctive. Bald. Quite tall. An intriguing look, but calm. 40-ish. Intelligent.
How long have you been in touch?
Well, I don't know. Maybe a month?
I'm gonna check that Turner. You'd better be telling the truth.
I've been dreaming of finding such a lovely place in the wilderness. Far away from people. Writing books in peace and quiet. Is it a crime to have such plans?
Wait here patiently.
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
Nicole speaking.
Where are you? I can't see you, and I guess you can't get lost in this town.
Probably because I'm not there. I'm near a cabin in the wetlands, close to the steamer.
You should have waited for me.
Take the sheriff and come to get me. My boat's out of fuel.
Was it worth going there?
I've found one landscape amateur here. He says he's going to buy these grounds.
What's his name?
Arthur Blake.
If I remember correctly, there was no Blake on the jury.
That's right.
So you think he's the murderer? Are you in control of the situation?
Yeah, I cuffed him to a railing, but he doesn't look like our guy. He'd have to be a really great actor.
Almost every serial killer is a psychopath and manipulator. He'll trick you into bringing him the rope he'll then use to tie you up.
Has it happened to you?
What?
Nothing. Check Arthur Blake for me. He says he's a writer, 40 years old, blonde graying hair, dainty, less than 6 feet tall, oval face, glasses, lives in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
All right, I'll call you back. We'll be there soon. Take care of yourself.
Oh, by the way, he claims he talked to the sheriff in the morning.
He's lying. Be on your guard.
Relax. See you.
Bye.
Okay.
Hi, Ruth.
How's the South? Warm?
Drizzling, but charming. Are you still at work?
Yes, I told you I needed to deal with some papers.
I have no access to the net. Can you check something for me?
It will be a pleasure to leave those charts for a minute.
Could you check Prescott, Crosby, and Moreau office from New Orleans, and a certain Turner who works for them?
Turner. Prescott, Crosby, and Moreau from New Orleans. All right, I'll call you back in a while.
Thanks.
Okay.
The fuel's run out. There's no way to get back to town.
Okay, so... No, where am I going here?
The fuel's run
No,
out.
it's not what I'm looking to do. What? There it is. Oh, okay. Murky water.
There's no such office in Louisiana.
Interesting.
It's Dick. There is such an author. He writes fantasy books. He's achieved quite a success recently. He's won some kind of award.
Have you seen his picture?
Yeah, matches your description.
But why did he lie about seeing the sheriff in the morning?
He didn't. The sheriff regained his memory and confirmed it.
That's weird.
Yeah, the sheriff isn't frank with us. He mentioned the plot with the cabin in passing.
Blake wants to buy it.
Smacks of a swindle.
That's right. The office that was supposed to be selling the plot doesn't exist.
What's going on here?
The writer has an appointment with their representative, a certain Turner.
This reminds me of something.
A trap?
Yeah, the card man usually lures his victims with a real bargain.
An artist's dream come true. A swamp retreat for a song?
Maybe. And there's one more thing.
Yes?
An abandoned car from New Orleans was found.
What's so strange about it?
Well, the insurance was paid by the car rental at the airport.
It's Blake's car.
No, his car's in the town.
So whose is it?
The car rental's closed, but I've sent some officers to the manager.
Let's sum it up. The card man might have set a trap for Blake, but Blake isn't one of the potential victims we've singled out. I need to talk to him. One way or another, he has to be protected.
I'll take the sheriff, and we're coming for you. Maybe I'll manage to get something out of him.
Hurry up. I think the card man has a slight edge over us.
We're leaving soon.
Okay.
Did you hear my conversation?
Me? No.
You sure did, but not all of it.
I was working.
On your handcuffs?
No, on the imprisonment scene.
I don't get it.
The protagonist of my new novel, a lonely wanderer, is imprisoned in the swamps.
Imprisoned?
By an Amazon, a bounty hunter.
And why is that? Has he been naughty?
No, he just looks like somebody who kidnapped the king's child. But it doesn't matter to her. She only cares about the prize she's going to get after delivering the prisoner to the king's butchers.
Not a very complicated character.
The Amazon? Complicated enough. She's only a tool I use to get the protagonist into trouble.
And if the Amazon's doing it to protect him?
From what?
From the real evil. A murderer who's lurking in the swamps, killing lonely wanderers.
Why would she hold him captive? But the idea is quite good. It just needs some polishing up. I got it!
Yes?
She wants to take advantage of him. She's not protecting him. She's going to use him as bait.
And if all of it happened for real?
Well, it did in a way. You arrested me. We only need to put on costumes, light the fires, add coyote howling in the distance, and forget about cell phones.
How would you feel if I really was using you as bait? Because there is a murderer lurking here.
You can't be serious.
I am.
Wait a second. What is this about?
About a series of crimes. The perpetrator lures his victims into traps, usually in remote places, and deprives them of their lives in fancy ways.
What for?
For profit.
Are the victims rich?
Some are, but it's not about the money. What would you say it's about, Mr. Writer?
Revenge? Lust for murder? Satisfaction?
In any case, the profits aren't material.
What are you trying to tell me? That somebody's hunting me? It doesn't make sense.
It's just your point of view.
Should I be scared? Well, who's the murderer?
And if my theory makes sense, it can only be Turner.
You're funny. I can't imagine this well-mannered lawyer hiding here in the bushes. You've let your imagination run wild.
And doesn't all this stimulate yours? You're a writer, aren't you?
So maybe you'll uncuff me now? Or do you still want to use me as bait?
Okay, but you have to follow my instructions for your own good until we leave this place.
Okay, within reason.
Okay.
Do you feel better?
Sure. Why did you decide I'm not a suspect?
Your personal details are fine, and Turner's aren't.
They aren't? So maybe I invented him.
That would be a mistake.
On your part? What do you mean his personal details aren't fine?
The office at which Turner allegedly works doesn't exist.
What do you mean? What about the letters I got from them? Besides, this is where I met Turner today.
At the office?
In front of it. Turner invited me to one of those charming old-fashioned restaurants.
A hackneyed trick used in many variations.
What about the company paper, the address? Besides, there was a plaque with the company logo on the wall.
He might have rented a room in that office building. I guarantee we won't find a trace there. But we need to check the address anyway.
It was, 212 St. Jerome Street.
What gave you the idea to buy land here? It's too far to come here for the weekend.
It's not about weekends. I want to move here.
And your family?
I don't have a family. An artist should be free.
So, you want to hole up in this cabin? You can spend a nice day here, but live in this place?
You don't need a lot of money to live here, and I can afford to buy the steamer for my royalties.
Are you going to repair the steamer?
Imagine it sailing along the Mississippi. Awesome. Well, you don't have to imagine that. I'll invite you for the cruise.
Oh, thank you. I hope you succeed.
Of course I will. I will invite my friends and enemies, publishers, agents, critics that depreciate my books, artists, photographers, beautiful women. I'll get a Dixieland Jazz Orchestra whose music will echo in New Orleans.
Okay.
Well, I know somebody who presented the same vision.
Really? And I thought I was so original.
It was Aaron, the man on the wharf.
The black guy?
The African American.
The tramp. He said I was gonna have a ball on the steamer?
No, that he was. He'd invite the spirits of the dead and wouldn't give the steamer to anybody.
Really? Well, what is he up to?
You tell me.
He was raving.
Actually, he did look psychotic. Maybe he was under the influence of hallucinogens.
I wouldn't exaggerate. Maybe he had a bad day. The sheriff said he's a good man.
Good? What do you mean?
Blended in the community.
And your deal? What do you think about it now?
Well, you've stirred things up. Tomorrow I'll go to New Orleans. You'd better talk to Turner himself. I think you're wrong about him.
Okay.
How did you find Turner?
He found me. He read the interview I gave. He knew my last book. He said that when he was reading it, this area came to his mind. There's something in it. This is an amazing place, after all, don't you think?
Do all of your books take place in such settings?
Well, I like it.
Do you have anything signed by Turner, or maybe his picture?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I have no idea how long we're going to have to wait for my partner and the sheriff. Let's hide inside.
But there's no electricity there. And if I remember correctly, when you were incapacitating me, the remains of the kerosene spilled on the floor.
I'll figure something out, but don't leave this place, or I'll have to cuff you again.
All right, all right.
Excuse me a while.
Sure.
Okay, so we're going to leave it there because this was a long segment, but I have a feeling we're going to need the petroleum from the swamp to use in the lantern. But yeah, so listen, if you like what you're watching, hit that like and subscribe button down below. Tell your family, tell your friends. If you have any suggestions, put them in the comments below. No spoilers, because I will read them. And with that, I will catch you next Monday for another episode of Art of Murder. Cards of Destiny. Peace. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, check out the playlist above, or watch what YouTube tells you to on the right. Oh yeah, and subscribe.